Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, Colombia, 6 de October 2014.
Además de los 11 indígenas muertos, el Rayo causó heridas a al menos otros 15 miembros de la comunidad. A esta hora reciben atención médica en Santa Marta.
Besides the 11 dead Indians, the thunder injured 15 of the members of the community. At this time, they are receiving medical attention in Santa Marta. The severe thunderstorm occurred in the Quemakumaque village in the rural area of Santa Marta in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, left a balance of 11 dead Indians, many of them Mamos and representative leaders of the Wiwa village. The thunder that caused the tragedy struck right at the Quemakumaque, place where indigenous authorities meet every month conducting a traditional ritual for their culture in which the problems of the community are analyzed and solved. Because of this tragedy, people from this tribe had to go to settle elsewhere in the Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta. Ramon, spiritual leader, political leader of the Wiwa people, said that the thunder that fell on the village is a warning for Mother Nature by abundant discretion made by the younger brothers. From the Quemakumaque community, we waited for the right time to receive this grandfather Ade Ramo's explanation of guidance from what happened, and this was his message. I think it is very important key. Focus on purifying your body and soul, your heart, pay the debt off. We have been using things without buying, without asking. So then people said they did not like only the spiritual. So I said, what came first? The body did not come first. The physical did not come first. First, everything was spirit. Before, there was no earth, no planet, but there were spiritual people. So then, they realized that everything had to be materialized. If there was no matter, if there were not bananas, no cassava, if there was no water, the physical body could not have lived. That is why you must first focus on purifying and start to pay off the debt. We have used things without buying spiritually. Everything that exists, everything we eat, everything we use to feed ourselves, we do it without paying. But sometimes we think, but I bought it at the store, but the store has not paid for it either. Then everyone is consuming all things without consulting, without any order, and this has been going on for a while. So 4 of us were left here. The community Kijuya, the series, the Wakios, and the Kubuas people of the Mambe. We have the commitment and we are committed to heal the spiritual. Because there are 8 planets, where there are spiritual people, cassava people, plantain people, water people. Everything that exists here on Earth is represented spiritually in those 8 planets, and that has to be nursed and fed. When you kill here or in thought, when you think about killing, those thoughts are killing the spirits just by thinking. So when people are killing the spirits, when spirits are dying, here on earth also trees are dying, the water is dying, cattle is dying, chickens get sick, everything, the wild animals start to die, and all go sicker. If we do not cancel the death, incurable disease can come, or the sun will go dark. Why can this happen? Because we are not paying. We have a lot of debt. You have to be paying worldwide. Then Sarakua father said, you have to be paying worldwide. This means paying for all mankind, constantly paying the tax and right to things, because this knowledge was not given to the younger brother. So the younger brother only uses and sells what's left here on earth. In the Sierra Nevada, Gono, Windua, Santa Marta, the younger brother cuts the trees, and the 4 tribes of us cure, heal, and feed. All thunders eat, the sun also eats, the stars also eat. Now, these trees that exist here on earth are fueling the breath of us. So we do not envy, so we do not criticize. If there is fault or an error is committed, we call the good to tell him that those things must be erased. Because we, among humans, begin to criticize, we envy, we are threatening each other, and like that we are threatening the spirit that is another planet, which in the hills, which is in the temples, and also the spirit is becoming ill. When I speak about another person, when I speak bad about another person or threaten, we are threatening the water, the oxygen, the sun, the spirits. So the grandfather thunder himself is telling us to concentrate, to purify, and then we can start paying. Because if we paid without purifying, we are giving as payment those bad thoughts. With that stain, with that error, with the food that we give to the spirits is a rotten payment. They receive this food because they are starving. Then they eat and get sick and start dying. And just like that, trees start dying. All the species that exist here on earth start dying. Then the grandfather thunder said, "If you do not do this, the sun can get dark. We may think it will be dark 2 or 3 days and suddenly dawns, but we don't know what can happen to us when the sun is obscure." The sages said that many spirits will come, spirits that are 5 meters tall with a large tusk. Nanese, the negative, has billions of people. When we speak bad, think bad, envy, threaten, then that evil spirit, Nanese Kuasuduka, is watching us and becomes flesh, becomes food, mango, sour. Then he can come and collect the food. And he will not pick up harvest, but us. So now I say, there are 2 forces, positive and negative, which have more devoted nowadays, negative, but devotes a positive. How many are there? May there be 1,000 or less. So the grandfather thunder is saying, be careful, because you may think, well, I die and that's it, but we will not die. Only the clothes will be left here to rot. So the soul, the spirit, will never die. So who will suffer? The soul? I said 1,000 years or 2,000 years, whatever it takes. There we will pay all cost in the spirit. So, if there is envy, if there is gossip, we must gather and say what we hear and let know of what we didn't say, because Noanase Kusidukua does not like people to gather, to organize, because we are flesh of them. He does not want people to learn. He likes when we have conflict. He likes the lack of unity, and we don't realize that. Noanse is ruling us. Say this, think like this. You're a macho man, you're a strong man, a strong woman, and so we put ourselves in conflict, anger, we get mad, but we think it is the body that we are, but it is the soul of us being dominated by the negative, Noanse. When we talk like that, Noanse is threatening us. He sent me a thunder and 11 people died, but it didn't do anything to me. In order to be safe and avoid danger, it must be purifying and paying. But now Grandfather Thunder says, pay off. That's why I'm still here. The same thunder will say how we shall pay, as I said before, by kneeling or sitting and squatting, or standing for 12 hours. When the Grandfather Thunder says, I'll warn. We will pay off the debt, remembering what we ate, how much kind of food we ate without paying. Not that we just ask Sarankua or Father for it. No, Sarankua is tired too. He has said a lot. Ponder, leave envy, stop the slander, stop everything. But suddenly, Sarankua does not have a lot of people. But Nonanse, the negative, suddenly has a lot of people. Almost everybody belongs to him. Flesh, food for him. What happens? He kills a plane. That's food for him. Sinks a boat. He eats. Car crashes. Who is doing that? Noanse. When someone kills, the negative is eating. Noanse, that is his food that feeds him, and there is plenty of it. And what about the positive? Are there thousands or millions that aren't any? Then Sarakua, Father, is tired. You have children, 10 children. You tell them, do not drink, do not get angry. You give them advice, but they do not listen. They go drinking, they fight, and what can the father do? He cannot kill. He suffers. He is in pain. He is sad, worried. Grandfather Thunder said, if you heard this word, this advice, the sun won't get dark. If you do not understand, then the sun has many stains, is sick. So he will go to his room. He is going to change clothes, and everything will be dark. He will change his clothes, take a bath, and then come out. So what can happen when the sun gets dark? The sages said, people 5 meters tall will come. They will bite us, will take us, and we will die. Knowing this story, I am concerned. The sages said, you'll see the sign when people marry their children, when they marry their daughters, when they marry their sisters, when they kill their brothers, when they kill their fathers, when they kill their mothers, because even if they kill other women, they are killing their own mother. So that is the sign. When you see these things, know that the end of the world is almost at the door. So, knowing this story, I need to send this message worldwide. Ramon is not talking about this. It is not an invention of Ramon. It is the same spirit that is warning us, because Sarankua, Father, does not want that all humanity ends, because this body, the human body, feeds all the nature, all universe. That's why the sages' words cannot be rejected. The words of the Spirit, the words of the Grandfather Thunder. Listen, receive, and do as it says. So, I'm worried. As I said before, there can be an earthquake and can bury a lot. A hurricane can come. This will destroy everything. No house can still stand. If this doesn't happen, it could rain, clotted blood, and plague will rise that can kill us all. Because of our disobedience, because of our disorder, this will happen. But Sarankua, Father, does not want that world ends. He wants us to repent, to seek the true path. At least 10 Koji, 10 Wiwa, 10 Arucos, 10 Quemakumaque, 10 Chilmia, 10 Gringos, 10 of us, 10 of all, because if they do not repent, Noance, Kalistuka, the negative, will take them all, like food, like flesh. Then who will take care of earth? Who will feed nature? Who will feed the spirits? So, the sages used to tell me so, and the Grandfather Thunder is telling us what will happen to us. As an advice, stop womanizing, let's start over, erase all, pay for all this. But he always says they do not want to listen, and the spirits of the positive don't have food anymore. We need the Ayu, Mbira, call. But we are not feeding them. We are only paying on earth. Now you have to give food to the spirit, polish the spirit, and one that is in the space, the one that is on the planet. He also said the sea is very deep with open legs. He also said that the sea is very deep with open legs, but the sea can start closing his legs and the water will come out. So when he closes his legs, the water will rise and everything will flood. All this can happen, the sages said so. And they told me this story. I'm looking what to do, because the brothers do not repent. Worldwide, not all, or even 20, but some of them say, yes, I regret it, but they have debt. So you may say, I regret it, I'm going to pay. No, sir, if you must first purify, but then how will we pay? Because I have already paid up planets. I've already paid up planets, space, earth, but now how to finish to pay off the debt, if only by sitting, wanting to pay off the debt, will not finish. If walking is paying the debt, it won't be accepted. Thunder Grandmother also said, we have made payment, but Grandfather Thunder is saying, what do we have to do so the payment can be accepted? What would the payment be? Grandfather Thunder has not said how yet. Being upside down for 5 hours, but who knows who will do it, or standing 12 hours. I want to know. So I asked Grandfather Thunder, and he says, no, after December 15th, you'll know if we notify or not notify. If you are going to do as I said, we can tell, but if is just to listen, we won't say. The Grandfather Thunder is saying that from his spirit. Some people say, no, the clouds collide, and that's why I do thunder. No, sir, it is the spirit. No one knows which planet comes from. He comes receivable, hungry, or injured, or maybe suddenly he lost his eyes and needs drops or needs to take medicine to heal, and here we die. Here he kills us. That is why I talk a little about the tragedy that happened to me. That night, he warned me about it. I was worried and I said little word. Then I thought, who will be the one that will take me again? I hope he comes to talk in peace, a little more serious, because it's not time yet to bring us down. There is time to live, but if we fail, if we don't listen, what kind of punishment can come to us? Hopefully the younger brother listens to this message worldwide and studies it, reviews it. How much is paid already? Because Grandfather Thunder said, you drink water. Did you pay for it? Paid a little, but after fertilization, if there is no water, there is no life, no harvest. It is not possible to live. And how much did you eat since you were in the womb? When you were born, when you grew? Now, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents from 14 generations behind are in debt. Before those 14 generations, they were paying in full compliance. That is why they used to have a couple sitting. They did not cut wood. They were not seen by hen. They didn't listen to bad news. They were not talking about everyone. They were sitting, focusing on paying. But today, no one even has a couple sitting in a house alone by himself, canceling and paying the debt. Anyone can go there and say, well, please deliver this payment, so everything must be put in that payment. It's not like we are going to pay only for the bananas. No, the man who will be there, we give all food, all objects, and he will purify them. Because if this is not done, these cannot be delivered, because the planets or the spirits will get sick. When we deliver food to the planets, they receive these foods, and if it is not purified, they can start falling apart. And why will this happen? because we are delivering thoughts, sick, rotten food. I said, what do we do? It's not good that all humanity goes to an end, because Sarankua is not thinking that. Khan is not thinking that. The word I'm putting here, this is not only for Muiscas. I want everybody to know and understand this worldwide. If they said, man, I don't understand that, well, no problem. But if someone listens and analyzes this, and I emphasize a little on this, if someone takes this word and analyzed it, assesses it, and do as it says, good. I thank for this message. I send it to the younger brother in an international, national, and regional level. Thanks to the spirit of the Grandfather Thunder, I'm putting this word here. Thank you for coming to ask. I hope that people can reflect and seek for the true path, thought, the real payment, because we have eaten a lot and we have consumed a lot without buying. Thanks for this message that is not from Ramon, but from the Grandfather Thunder and Khan, the owner of all things. He is called Khan, but we say Sarankua. Sarankua himself, Khan himself, is sending us this word. Hopefully, the younger brother will listen well and analyze well so we can continue living. Thanks.